your name, where you're from, and because of it works.
Okay, I'm Tyler Pentecost.
No relation.
Bradenton, Florida is where I live now. Because of it works, I didn't have to settle for a second-rate life.
And we're moving the microphone over now to Miranda. Hey girl.
Hi. Hello everyone, my name is Miranda Yesicki. I am a presidential diamond from Seattle, Washington. Go Hawks! I had 15 years experience as a radiology supervisor, but what many people did not know that we were struggling in the background. I was counting coins to pay for gas. I was going hungry at night to feed my babies a little bit more. And if it wasn't bad enough, I lost my mom to cancer when I was 8.5 months pregnant with baby number 3. So it was really, really rough. I was angry, I hated life. I was just so mad. And God had a special plan and purpose. My friend introduced the business, my husband said no. I don't like to be told what to do. Did it anyways, used that as fuel and motivation to go. Retired him 10 months in, retired myself last April. And we also broke It Works history for having the first Pacific Islander team in the entire world. Woo! That's pretty much it.
Okay, so this gets harder every single year because the list could just go on and on. But because of It Works, we are just completely different people. When I started this business, I was a hairdresser. I thought that was my career. We were gonna be balling from that. My husband was in college, and I realized I never saw him. He was working all the time, and I was working, and we were still on Medicaid and food stamps as a newlywed, and I just thought, like, this cannot be, like, married life. This cannot be life. So, because of It Works, honestly, we are just living an unbelievable life. We talk about it all the time, every single night, and just say, like, wow, we have done more in our 6 years of marriage than most people will do in a lifetime because of this business.
That's amazing. And her name's Christy Christensen.
Oh, sorry, and I'm from Las Vegas.
And I'm Ashley Sinclair. I'm from Lubbock, Texas. A lot of Lubbock fans. That's great. I had a friend from junior high send me a message on Facebook that was 948,000 paragraphs long. And she told me about a fat patch and that said it would make me skinny, and I said, that sounds too good to be true, and I'm sad that my poor friend got caught up in a pyramid scheme. Did anybody else believe that, maybe, when they heard about it? And I deleted the message, but 2 weeks later, decided to give her a call, jumped in. 7 months later, went ambassador. 3 months after that, retired my husband, and we have been a full-time family ever since. It's been absolutely amazing. So, I want to start with customers. So I'm going to send this over to you, Miranda. You know, when we're talking about upselling, we're talking about taking the sale that we would make and making it the biggest sale possible, right? So you have an amazing tip for how you word when you're talking to loyal customers, and so I want you to share that.
Okay, so I got this tip when I wanted to go presidential this last August. And so let's assume, Ashley was interested in my hair, skin, and nails, from Coast to Coast or something.
Hi. I am interested in your hair and your skin and your nails.
And so once she was ready to purchase, I would actually open that conversation up a little bit more and say, hey, just so you know, you doing this, you actually access my entire store where basically everything is half off. So I don't know if you would be interested in, more energy, losing weight or inches, you look great, or better nutrition or better sleep, but I can totally customize a special package just for you if you were interested.
OMG, that sounds amazing.
That's what every girl sounds like on Facebook to me whenever I'm talking to her. I don't know why, but she sounds like that in my head.
OMG. I would love that.
I don't know why, they just... Okay, so that's great wording. Congratulations on that. Christy, moving along. Sorry, I knocked you off your roll there. Christy, you're a big believer in simplicity and duplication, and you have an awesome question that you asked that I wrote down and I'm going to start asking. So share that.
So I believe that you have to control the conversation or they will control you. So write this down. How much are you wanting to lose, and do you drink coffee? Literally, this is a gold mine and it's so simple, but if you recommend the coffee and they're like, oh, I don't drink coffee, you're like, oh, wait, just kidding. I'll give you something else that's even better. And so you never want to run into that, and you always want to control the conversation. So I keep it very simple. Every single one of my conversations goes like this. If you message me about the cleanse, I'm like, okay, cleanse is awesome. Choose sentence line. How much are you wanting to lose? And do you drink coffee? Because that opens it up to where you're not going to buy the cleanse. You're going to buy the cleanse and the keto coffee and the chocolate greens, and then that's going to give you your full results. Because if you don't know what they want, they're not going to be happy when they get the cleanse and they're like, where's my 30 pounds? I wanted to lose 30 pounds. So this is a huge tip for upselling, because you are controlling the conversation and you are showing them that you actually know what you're talking about.
Right. One of the things that you said was you always end with a question, which I think is one of the biggest tips whenever you're talking with people. When we think about controlling the conversation, little tips. What are some of the ones that you ask whenever you are going through your convo with people?
So I have a couple little scripts. Literally, it is so simple. I keep it for my team so that it's duplicatable. And I say, how much are you wanting to lose? And do you drink coffee? They say, oh, 20 pounds, I don't drink coffee. Okay, here's a little tiny script, and you guys can all make your own. Don't blow me up. It's so easy. And then at the end, I will say, how does that sound? Everything is, how does that sound? And then they say, oh, it sounds great. Okay, here's the pricing. How does that sound? And it is, my conversations to sign 100+ BD orders are literally 3 paragraphs from me and 3 messages from them, and it's done.
Perfect. I love that. You guys give her a hand. Where's your energy? That was a game changer for me. I love it. How much weight do you want to lose? And do you drink coffee? I absolutely love that. So, Kyler, you love to understand what people want, before you make that sale. So talk to me about that.
Yeah, so I'm never talking to people about a product. I'm always talking to them about themselves. And normally when I even meet people, a great question, or I'm reconnecting with people, is, what do you do? And my line is, I help people get healthy naturally. Anything from weight loss to energy to looking their best, I help people with tons of issues that they're having. So usually that starts a conversation. And I'm not going to recommend anything until we've established, I'd like to lose some weight, or actually I'm having this issue with my left arm, or, you know what I mean? Like, people just start opening up about everything that's been going on in their life.
And then you just recommend like an orthopedic surgeon, or?
And, it's really simple. It's the 2 largest packs that we're offering at that time, and usually they fulfill every need that someone would have.
We actually have a left arm pain pack. Let me share it with you.
It's funny you say that. Are you all in? We've got an I'm all in pack, and it helps left arms.
Oh, perfect. Note to self. I love it. Miranda, you have an unbelievable way, I think, to share pricing options with people. So go ahead and share that gold with everybody.
Okay, so just like our conversation, once I asked those questions, you guys, they always would say, yeah, I wanted to lose 20 pounds. Okay, great. I'm gonna voice message you what I have. If you have any light bulb moments, let me know. Now, I know this might be a little bit intimidating for my newbies out there. You guys, we have a wonderful website that has the bullet points for you. So for me, I use everything, so it's really easy. So I voice message, and I just, product by product, and then what happens is they're like, oh yeah, this. And instead of being the 30 BB hair, skin, and nails, it turns into, a $300 package.
Well, I love that, how many mass enrollers do we have in here? Shout it out. Woo! Okay, how many of you are steps I don't mean that bad. I'm like, woo. Woo! How many of you are steps to success people every month? Okay. Here's the thing, you guys. It is amazing. If you're a mass enroller and God has given you that talent, keep running with it. Do your thing. But you can sign 30 loyals at 30 BV and get 900 BV. I need an abacus. Is that right? 300 to 30 times 3, right? Oh my gosh. Can anybody help me for the love? 30 times 3. Thank you. Okay, 30 times 3. Okay, so you can sign 30 loyal customers at 30 BV, and I should have done the math before, I'm sorry, and get 900 BV that you're bringing in personally. Or you could sign 10 LCs at 100 BV and bring in 1,000. Right? And then you've got 10 LCs to take care of. So it's just something to think about. There's so many different ways to work this business, but I'm someone that would rather focus on upgrading and getting those people to get as much as possible. So, what is your best tip for, let's talk about your best tip for upgrading an LC to a DT? Because a lot of times, how many of you started out as a loyal customer? Will you raise your hand? Oh my gosh. You know what? Stand up. The energy feels like a little off. Everybody stand up. If you are a loyal that upgraded to a DT, look at this, you guys. Does that make you want to talk to your loyals about becoming a rep? It should. Look at the VIP. Awesome. Thank you, guys. Okay, so Tyler, you said you have a great tip for just kind of planting that seed to upgrade people from an LC to a DT.
Yeah, so anytime I'm talking to someone about getting on our products, they're interested in the things that we sell and they're getting excited about it. So I always say, do you think this is something you'd share with someone? Or as you're getting results, is that something you're going to get excited about? And I like to get them to feel how much there's excitement behind sharing it with other people. And then I say, you should think about doing this with me. I love partnering with people.
That's really good. I love partnering with people. That's good. Brady, you have a good tip. I do.
So I'm really subtle with mine. I just tell my customers, hey, you know, when your package comes, let me know. But just know you're going to take before and after pictures, keep them, because most people sign up as a distributor afterwards, and you're going to want them. Those are gold.
I have one where I always tell anybody that is remotely interested in any product, like even if they commented on the thermofight, whenever I send them a message and I say, hey, I saw your comment on my post. Are you interested in trying the product or making money while you try the product? Like, that's my line to every single person, and most people are gonna say, I just wanna try it, but I'm planting that seed. Or you sometimes get those people that will go, well, how do I make money while I try it? And so it's all about planting that seed and being able to share with people that there's another option, because not everybody knows, and we assume that people don't know, right? I mean, we assume people know, but they don't. So I wanna talk to you guys about something that's like a tad awkward and embarrassing. Are you ready? Good. Okay, good. So we're gonna talk about something that's a little awkward, embarrassing. But how many of you grew up? And if you don't want to raise your hand, you don't have to. But how many of you grew up poor? Okay, we got hands. Yeah, grew up poor. I love that the Pentecost kid is like. For a little bit, because if it works. You guys, I am a preacher's kid, and 2 items on the 49-cent menu at Taco Bell was like a high-class week for us. Like, we were lucky if we got Cinesticks, you know? I mean, we would get one small drink and then all share it. It was one of those things growing up where I just always was broke, and I didn't know any different. I didn't feel like I wanted for anything, but we just didn't have money. And I heard that around me all the time. We don't have money for that. We can't afford that. We can't buy that. And when you grow up that way, it sticks in your head, does it not? And so for me, when becoming a salesperson, I am an entrepreneur and love to sell stuff by nature, but I still have to push that like 12-year-old girl out of the way sometimes in my mind. Do y'all know what I'm talking about? That says, hey, people are actually gonna want this. Do any of you guys struggle with that a little bit? Just that, can they afford this? I don't know if I should ask. I don't wanna push it. And I just want you to know that I've been there, and that part of the problem with that poverty mentality is that you cannot have a broke and a millionaire mindset coexist at the same time. And I don't know about you guys, but I don't, okay, thanks, I'll take it, I receive that. But I really do not want to be the kind of person that goes through life with that broke mindset and assuming that everybody else is broke as well. And so I want to talk about kind of getting over that a little bit as we begin to wrap up here. So what do you guys kind of do? Because I know that whenever I take someone's info, a lot of times I'm just so excited that they're ready to order Thermophyte or they got the cleanse, and then I put in their info, and then I sit there with every muscle clenched waiting on the spinning wheel of death to either confirm or give me a decline. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? And I sit there and I don't, because I'm so nervous about that, I don't want to ask, oh, and by the way, do you want to order another $100 pack, right? We've got to start asking. And so you guys have got some great tips kind of overcoming a little bit of that broke mentality, so help us out.
So you'd be shocked at what broke people buy.
Yes. This is very true. They buy Cinesticks at Taco Bell.
And because you're broke, you don't buy big things, you buy expensive little things. So you just have to connect the dots. In reality, if you went to the I'm All In pack, which is $200, that's like $7 a day. And you're getting your coffee, you're getting meal replacements, you're getting your nutrition, you're getting an energy drink, you're getting everything that you would need, but you would have spent like $30 a day on that. Now you get it in a really good form where you're losing weight, where you're feeling good, $7. You've saved money.
That is so good, Kyler. Yes, y'all clap for that.
Yeah.
That should be a message. Precious, are you writing this down for me? Because I don't have a pen up here. I hope you are. Always recording with this Stormtrooper phone. Yes, I love the idea that you can tell people, hey, what's that? There's some commercial that's like for $5 a day. So we can say that for $7 a day, I can get you your coffee and your meal replacement. Oh, that's so good. Sorry, I'm just having an aha moment up here in front of all of you. Okay, go ahead.
That was a big struggle. I'm very yellow, so it was very hard for me to try to do the whole upselling thing. But then just to remember my own story, I was never a customer. I jumped in as a distributor beyond broke, and it changed my life. And so you just never know. So, doing the whole bigger package, that same month I signed up, I ended up buying more before my auto shipment. So, yeah. Just keep going.
Good job. Christy, what about you?
Okay, so at the end of my price script, I put it in little quotes, and I'm like, and by the way, this is $4.50 a day, and I think that is
That's so
stealer. It really is. So, number one, you guys, you have got to assume the sale. If you go in there and you're like, she's broke, I'm broke, we're all broke, and nobody's gonna buy anything, that's what's gonna happen. Literally, mind is everything. So you have to go in there assuming the sale, and part of assuming the sale is not asking their budget. It's none of your business what their budget is. It is your business to offer them what is going to get them the correct result. So if you ever ask budget, take it out right now. Somebody sends me a message when they ask budget, I'm like, oh my gosh, can you go back? Can you take that out? So that's honestly the biggest thing, you guys. I tell my team, we do not 30 BV anybody. Like 30 BV is not existed. You 60, you 90, you 110 and up. Like we don't 30 BV nobody. So leave here today and be like, nope, no 30 BV. Sorry, we gotta add something else.
I absolutely love that. I hope you guys just hear more than anything that mindset is everything. I had girls that were emerald and diamond this time last year at conference that were in the top 150 this year because all they did was flip their mindset, you guys. So if you change your mind, you change your life, and we want to just encourage you guys to go forth and make $1 bajillion. So thank you for your time.